Hey everybody, it's Overdrive, and today I'm going to be going over my entire Hot Wheels collection. Yeah, so we're gonna be going through every single one of these Hot Wheels cars, starting in the top left, going to the right, then down a row, then to the left, down a row, and we're gonna go through all of them. It's more than 200 cars. It's pretty insane. I'm gonna try and do this all in one take, and some cars will get a little bit of time spent on them, and other cars that are more important to me will have more time spent talking about them. But we are literally going to go through every single car. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty crazy. It is on the floor, so it's not the most fun thing to try and do. It took a long time to organize them. Like, it might seem simple, but they are actually somewhat organized. For example, see, these four are all the same style of car, but there are just different variations. As you see here with the, wow, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 slingshot variations. But yeah, so we're going to start in the top left and just go through these, some quicker than others. So let's just try and get this all good. Try and, yeah, it's kind of hard to balance. Frick, okay, there we go, yeah. All right, so starting in the top left. So this right here, this was one of the more recent Hot Wheels that I have actually gotten. Now, I sort of stopped collecting Hot Wheels, I would say a handful of years ago. But I do occasionally buy one here and there. But this was one of the last ones I got. I remember seeing it in the store, and I just thought it was cool that it had the ability to actually hold another car. I'm actually going to show that off with a Vulture, because that is a pretty small car. So you open up the back. Wait, no, you don't. Wait. Yeah, you do. You open up the back. The car goes right in there. It's pretty cool, actually. Like, that's pretty cool. And yeah, then it's totally just in there. So we're going to free Vulture from its jail cell and put that right back. So that's the first car. It's noteworthy just due to its pretty much length and stuff. Speaking of length, what's that? Oh yeah, it's Surfin' School Bus. So this is obviously in Velocity X. This is a different color variation with flames. I think it's actually pretty cool with the silver, and then the windows are sort of like a dark red. Overall, good color scheme, good take on the Surfin' School Bus. Here we have the Hot Wheels High, which is sort of the modern version of the Surfin' School Bus. Some people, I would say, prefer this over the Surfin' School Bus. I personally will always prefer the Surfin' School Bus over Hot Wheels High, for various reasons. I just don't think this looks as good, honestly. This one is in Hot Wheels Unleashed, however, so you can play as this in that game, which is pretty crazy that you can play as a school bus. I wish it was Surfin' School Bus in that game, but it is Hot Wheels High. But it's a fine car, you know, it is what it is. Speaking of Hot Wheels Unleashed, Bone Shaker, that's what this is. Is it? Yeah, it is. Bone Shaker. See, I'm doubting myself here. I don't know all of the names, but I know some of them. This is a classic. I mean, I think it's fine. You can't really go wrong with that. I personally am a fan of red and black and white. Those are my three favorite colors, so you're going to see a preference for those colors as we go through these cars. Wow, my legs are already starting to hurt. We're barely even through this. Oh gosh, okay. I don't know if I'm gonna say the names of all the cars, but this is MG Rover from 2001. It is what it is. The sides are a little bent out there, but you know, that's fine. What do we have here? This is Bon Voyage. The problem with this is this part is just really strange. It just kind of comes off. I don't know if it was always like that. It probably wasn't. It's just, it's the piece is just a little bit too finicky for me. I think there used to be two, actually. But you know, it is what it is. let's move the camera over just a little bit as we're moving through this. So next up is, let's see, next up is Surf Crate. So, you know, this is a classic, definitely. You know, I don't really see people talk about Surf Crate much, but overall, I think it is a pretty decent car. This one is pretty interesting with the red and black. Again, you're gonna see me being a fan of that. These two are actually just subtly different. The main color is still the same, but they have their small differences. Here we have Lakester. Lakester, definitely, I would classify this as a favorite. It does have the functionality of being able to open that up to the side, which is pretty cool. All right, next up, we have this guy, which is, this is from 2003. It doesn't have a name on it. This is a McDonald's toy, actually. And there's some remnants of spray paint. I think this may have been spray painted at some point. So I guess, you know, it is what it is. Doesn't really look too good at the moment. There's this car. This kind of reminds me of, this kind of in a way reminds me of Evil Twin. This is also a McDonald's toy. It does have a light that supposedly would go on, but as you'll be seeing, probably all of these lights aren't going to be working. This one doesn't have a light now. So let's move it over a bit, and we will see these two. These two are pretty cool. Yeah, definitely a fan of these, honestly. I believe these are also McDonald's. Let's see. Yes, these are also McDonald's. So let's see if the lights won't work on this. Obviously, there's no way it's gonna... Oh, wow. Wait, does this work too? Okay, no, this one doesn't work. This light is still going, ever so slightly. It doesn't really look that good. This is from... This text is so small. 2000... What the heck does that say? 2006. 2006. Well, that's impressive. The problem with the ones that have lights is that pretty much you'll turn it on once and then you'll like store it away with the rest of your cars. And then if you accidentally left it on, then let's just say that thing is going to burn out overnight, you know, because if you leave that on too long, then it's just going to be screwed. Let's head on over to the right and take a look at the ones over here. If I can actually, there we go. So here we have just kind of a, I don't know, pretty standard. I mean, it's, you know, it's fine. I grouped these together because of the style here in the front. I just think it kind of makes sense to like put these three next to each other. These two are variants. You'll notice the window on this one is more clouded. This one is more of a see-through green. It lets you see the inside better. So, and overall, it's just cleaner. I would say this one is my favorite of those. This one, I really love this car. Let's see if the light works on this. No way. Nope. The light does not work on this one, as expected. It's actually a little dusty too. But this is an awesome car. What is it called again? I always forget. Is the name not on here? What is it? What is it? What is it? Isn't this RDO 2? I'm pretty sure this is RDO 2. Yeah. No. No. This isn't RDO 2. What am I talking about? Is it? Wait, what is this one over here? No, that's RDO 2. This is RDO 2. This is like, this RDO 3 or something? I feel like it's like something in like a series like that. But yeah, honestly, really awesome car right there. That's always going to be a favorite. Also, you have a few random like paraphernalia, like I don't really know what cars those are for. Now we have three. These are supposed to be synchro. That's what these are supposed to be. I'll grab a more pleasant looking one. This one is the best looking of the three. It's obviously supposed to be Synchro, but it's actually not called Synchro. I think because it's from McDonald's. I think the technical name is actually like the Nolo 1 or something like that. Yeah, kind of weird there. Here we have 3 cars here that are the same. Let me move that out of the way. This one has some stickers on it. The other one has some spray paint on it. This one is the best looking. It has no stickers. It is called, I don't know. It doesn't have a name on it. But it has a little bit of a functionality. You can raise the back by clicking in. It doesn't seem like that's working anymore. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, it's working. It's kind of broken though. Yeah, but regardless, the back is supposed to sort of be able to like be altered like that. So now moving on, you will see that we have these 2 green cars right here, and they actually have the functionality of being able to attach these flames. I believe this was also McDonald's. I believe it goes like that, and you can attach the flames like that, which is pretty cool. And you will see that the next car right here, you can attach these red flames to. And this one works a lot better than the previous. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So you have that attachment. You don't really see that too much nowadays, but that was the functionality with that car. This one is missing the back. All right, so now we have 3. This one is actually has a different, colored windshield, and yeah, no name on that one. The functionality of this is supposed to be the ability to click that in. So this one's having a little bit of trouble. That's what it's supposed to be like, yeah. But it just keeps going back out. What about this one? Okay, so that one is just stuck in. How about this one? That one doesn't even move. So see, this is the thing with functionality in these cars. It's like, sometimes it's cool when it works, but it's kind of common for these things to just, I guess it depends how much you're messing around with them, but they can just break, and then the functionality just doesn't work anymore. But it is what it is. Here we have this really strange, like no name. There's like no markings on this at all. This is, I mean, it's definitely a Hot Wheel. The wheels are like so plastic though and weird. And for some reason, has Hot Wheels Stunt Strikers sticker on it, and a like, I forgot what that logo is referencing, but yeah, I mean, so plastic and just cheap feeling. But yeah, I don't know, just a very weird car. Super unique. I just never really understood that one, but I think it's kind of cool actually, all things considered. Moving on, we're continuing the McDonald's toys with this sort of, motorcycle, pretty simple. And then we have 3 of these big guys. This one has stickers. This one doesn't have stickers, but yeah, this is obviously, it's bigger than your average car. I honestly didn't think it was a Hot Wheel at first. No name on this one, yeah. Unless it's called R70, but I don't think that's the name. And then we have another sort of cheap plastic type thing. These are also cheap plastic. This is a, what do you call it? The name will be on this normal size version. Spec type. So yeah, this is like the normal car, but then you have this sort of the cheap plastic version from McDonald's, which is bigger. Pretty weird. I think that would fit on a Hot Wheels track. Maybe not, because the back is so wide, but yeah. We got this guy. Yeah, pretty decent. This windshield is cracked there, though. And over here, we've got, let's see. We've got 3 vultures. These 2 are identical, both pretty good looking. I think this one used stickers, didn't it? No, it didn't. Yeah, that's just how it looks. It looked like it used stickers. But yeah, so Vulture, you can't go wrong with Vulture. I wish I had the one from Velocity X, because that one is actually my favorite, I would say. Let's see. So we got this guy right here. This is, what is this? What is this? What is this? I forgot what it's called. Rocket Fire. Rocket Fire. Yeah, so Rocket Fire, pretty cool. It's got like, what flag is that? It's almost like it's trying to have an American flag on the side, but it just has one star, which is kind of weird. Here you have more of a red one. This one, it feels cheaper. Like this is like enamel, and this is like shiny plastic. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, so I would probably go with the white one there. Now, continuing with, I think these are also McDonald's toys, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So these two sort of just going with neon colors and stuff. But that's actually going to be the end of the McDonald's toys. Finally, we're past all of those. Yeah, I know. We're past my bad eating habits. So if we continue going here, we are going to see that we have this guy right here. Obviously, I like that because of the colors. Overall, pretty cool. We've got the, what's it called? Solar, what the heck is it called? Solar, dude, what the heck is it called? I'm gonna feel so dumb. Solar reflex. I wasn't gonna think of that. This is honestly really cool. I've always loved solar reflex. Honestly, it's so cool. I wish that would be put in a Hot Wheels game because I don't think it has ever been. Slingshot. You can't go wrong with Slingshot. Everyone loves Slingshot. It's just kind of a fact of life. All of these are pretty cool. Out of all these variations, whoops. I mean, the purple is clean, but it's kind of boring. This one has a Hot Wheels logo on the side, but it's kind of like split up like that. So it doesn't really look the best. I kind of like this one. It sort of has a, I don't know, it's just nice with the red and the blue. I think the windshield is what makes that one, honestly. And for some reason, you'll see that I have two old El Paso trucks. This is not product placement, but yeah, it is what it is. So moving on, we have these two white cars right here. Yeah, you know, it's a very, very simple car. Very simple. Blue interior, blue stripes on white. Here we have these two like alligator or crocodile sort of things. This is called Croc Rod. You can see that the wheels have that outward bend. I hate when that happens with Hot Wheels cars, but that always has just a chance of happening. It's so annoying. It's like, I don't know, the axle getting screwed up or something, but yeah, this one is fine though. So yeah, if you try and put a car like this on a track, it's just gonna do terrible. Here we got two identical and two identical. Pretty nice, sleek design. Pretty standard silver with a black flame on both sides. And then over here, we actually have some color changing cars. So yeah, I mean, that's, you know, it's sort of like safari type of thing. But yeah, these do change. Whoops, sorry, Ragnarod. These do change colors when put through water. So, man, this is so hard to do being on the floor. Okay. Ragnarod. This one, that's a classic, you know. It's a little roughed up. We have another Ragnarod, but the flames in the back are broken, unfortunately. This is a little bit cheaper plastic. This one, we have one flame broken. Doesn't feel as cheap. So we've got full flames, no flames, and half flames. So that's the thing with those extensions on the back of cars. If they're cheap, you know, those will break through use. Ferrari, you can't really go wrong with you know, Ferrari. The back lifts up, and let's see, you can kind of see in there. That's pretty cool. It's a nice functionality. This kind of functionality is probably less likely to break. Yeah, that's working just fine after all this time. So pretty cool. You know, nice little thing to have. Enzo Ferrari, you know, very simple. Dark blue and the black. If we look over here, we have two variations. This one is called a Honda Civic SI or SL. I believe SI. So definitely a more round sort of car. Average length, but yeah, I mean, it has a little bit of weight to it compared to the other cars. Now, right here, we have a lineup of Deora 2s. Just like with Slingshot, you know, you can't go wrong with Deora 2. We take a look here. We've got, and again, obviously the functionality with the boards in the back. So, yeah, that's sort of the, that one's okay. Surfari is what it says on the side. That one's also pretty good. And then I feel like this may have came with a set or something. A track set maybe. But yeah, it's missing the boards. This one is dark blue with flames. It's also missing the boards. That's the thing. The boards do kind of come off. And yeah, very, very easy to lose. Very easy to lose. Now we have, this is called Hammer Down. I've always liked this one. Obviously, it's, you know, we're going with the whole sea creature aesthetic and whatever. I did have a shark-themed Hot Wheels car. However, I actually don't know where it is. I know for a fact that I have it, but I actually couldn't find it. I found one of them, but I couldn't find the other one. I know I used to have an orange one, but we'll get to that later. If we keep moving on, we have 4 variations here. So we have a 4 Deora 2s and then 4 of these guys. These guys right here, right there. So this one is called Nightburner. This one was actually added to Hot Wheels Unleashed, and actually we knew it was going to be in the game ahead of time because they essentially leaked it by basically including it in a Hot Wheels Unleashed 5-pack. And because it was in there, the other 4 cars were in the game, but this car wasn't in the game yet, so we knew from the 5-pack that it was going to be added as DLC. Maybe free DLC, I don't remember if it was free or not. These two are the same. I would say, yeah, the orange and the black is the best for me, honestly. But yeah, I have not gotten the Hot Wheels Unleashed 5-pack. I probably should before that gets, like, you know, before it's not being in production anymore and all that. So here we have Ballistic. Yeah, I should have known that. I'm just not really in the name game right now. Yeah, so that's Ballistic. And, you know, it's always a fine car. Can't really go wrong with that. This is RDO2 right here. RDO2 is a very popular car, obviously, due in part to Acceleracers and that whole series. And if we just keep going to the left right here, we actually have this connected, like, train type of Hot Wheel, which has a connection in the front and back to be able to be connected to even more parts if you buy more sets. So you can extend this indefinitely, which is pretty cool to think about, but obviously we just have the one, and yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, so it snaps off pretty easily and then snaps on also pretty easily. So overall good. That's the turning radius right there, almost 90 degrees. So yeah, pretty cool. And then if we take it down a row, we have these Bugles, like NASCAR cars. Not really much to say there. Just a, whoa, crap. Just a completely, just, I mean, you can't really get simpler than this. I mean, what is this? This is a Chevy Camaro concept is what it's called. Yeah, I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. That's very simple. I grouped these all together because they have such similar looks, but they are different cars. For example, this one is a 2010 Camaro SS. So obviously you're gonna kind of see the similarities there. This one is a GT concept. Yeah, and it says State Trooper on the side. And then this one is GT concept. Oh, wait, are these? Well, they are a little different though. They are the same but different because this has a little piece that sticks up on top. So I'm surprised that they're called the same thing. That's surprising because, yeah, they are a little bit different there. Moving on to the right, we will see that we have some, let's see here, Speed Racer. I actually never watched it. Never seen it, literally at all. But I know it exists. I know of it. I've seen people paint their cars in the style of Speed Racer, which is pretty cool, like in real life. But yeah, that's the most I've seen. So for some reason we have those. I don't even remember buying those, but yeah. Let's see. This one feels just very, very cheap. Reverb. I mean, you can just hear it's just when you shake it around, it's just a lot of movement. I don't know. It's just feels very cheap, just very cheap. This one is a step up. This is the Governor. The Governor, yes. This was an exclusive car to a specific console version of Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge. I don't remember which one. Maybe Xbox, because each Stunt Track Challenge game gets its own. Each platform gets its own exclusive car, which is an interesting concept you don't see tried too much anymore. Here we have Jet Threat 2.0. Wait, no, this is Nitro Scorcher. What the heck? This isn't Jet. I thought. Wow, I'm actually surprised. I would have thought this was this is Jet Threat 3.0. It should be. Wasn't it 3? Yeah, it's 3. Yeah. It's okay. It's kind of random colors, But, obviously there's going to be those fans of the flat cars, I think they're fine, I don't have any issues with them. Here we have Phantasm. This one came in a track set, I believe. And you can actually disassemble this one for some reason. Maybe through use, it sort of broke. But so there's the chassis. If you want to see what a chassis looks like. Then this plastic piece, boom, like that. This piece, like that. And then you put the cover on. And yeah, there we go. So yeah, I don't know why that's the case with that one. This one is fine though. Obviously, if I pulled hard enough, I could probably take it off. But I think that was just through use. This one is, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of simple. This one, I'd probably go with this one, but I mean, I don't know. This one just seems a little random, not really too interesting. Orange and green, it is what it is. I keep saying that it is what it is. This right here, we have a car that has a broken wing on one side, but on the other side it's okay, kinda. But then that part is broken, so just broken pieces all over the place. Not the most fun thing. I'm gonna actually have to give this car an extremely low rating on my scale because they just break so easily and come off so easily, and you gotta put it back on, and it's just kind of crappy. I'm gonna be completely honest, because I don't even have one that has both of them, so obviously that's saying something about the design. It's not like I was throwing them at the wall or anything, but yeah, so yeah. So right here I kind of grouped together a bunch of these sort of like small or shorter but fatter cars, so to speak. So shorter but taller. So this one is pretty cool. There's also a variant of that here. And we have another. Look at the wheels on that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Look at that. And then here, we got this guy. And then this one with the open top and sort of an interesting back. And then, of course, what is this one called? Yeah, Cyclops. That's what I thought. This is a really cool car. This is honestly awesome. I love this. I mean, look at the side there. It's sort of like the detail on that and whatever, and the windshield and the top that goes out like that. Just everything's perfect. Wheel differential in terms of size and whatever. Just in the back right there. Look at that. Yeah, that's a great car. That's a great car. Moving down, we've got some buggies. This one's got quite the situation going on in the back there, whereas this one is more of a classic, refined, simple, like vintage one. Let's see. Here, just a Jeep. It's actually very small. This might be the smallest car I have. I guess it depends what you mean by small, because Hypermite is obviously really short and definitely the shortest of all the cars. Some more buggy action. Honestly, it would make more sense to put these next to each other like that. I don't know why this was in between, but then we sort of have, I guess it's an ATV, Sand Stinger, and then this tractor, which I would assume this is missing a plastic part that goes on top, because yeah, that's not right. That's definitely not right. Here, this one is quite big. The wheels feel kind of weird. They feel very cheap, very cheap. Ford F-150 from 1997. So, yeah, the wheels just feel like weird. They're different. I don't know, but they feel cheap, but the base is fine. Here we just got a van with some flames, overall blue color. And looking over here, yeah, this is not working out too well. Let's see. So this is a very shiny gold car. What is this called? This is General Corp. Period. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's extremely shiny. The video probably makes it look even less shiny than it actually is. And I'm sure it even used to be more shiny before it was roughed up. But yeah, so honestly, kind of cool, kind of cool. I think it just works really well. Here we have a very interesting big wheels. Yeah, I mean, I like that one. That was pretty cool because it has the red windows. Pretty cool. We've got this green guy who's raised up pretty high with some decent sized wheels. Got this guy also raised up fairly high. That's a pretty nice car, actually. And then I grouped these two together because they both have spare tires in the back. That's literally like the only reason I grouped them together, basically. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Then here, what is it called? Dude, I'm not gonna remember any of these names. What the heck is it called? Roll Cage. Yes. Roll Cage. This was in Stunt Track Driver. This was the car you used in that game. So that gives it quite a bit of popularity and notoriety among Hot Wheels fans and stuff. So a lot of people know about this car. It's definitely a classic. I'm a fan of it. Yeah, you just can't really go wrong with this. This isn't the exact one used in the game, though, but yeah, definitely pretty cool. Here we've got a tank, but it's missing the actual, the missile that it fires or whatever, because I don't really know what to call it. I guess the shell that it fires, but I mean, it's just like a long stick that shoots out, so it doesn't really, it's not realistic in any way, really. Two small wheels in the front and then a big one in the back. Kind of interesting, I guess. This is a really old and beaten up van right here. This is called Boombox from 2002. Right here we have the A SWAT car. These are actually in Velocity X as what do you call it? Just as like environmental, just like cars that are in the environment that you can destroy. The back should open. Oh, there we go. I kind of had to. Yeah, so it is one piece. It's not two pieces that flip open, and you've got a little bit of room in there. But yeah, then this just kind of goes back in. It's a little iffy. Yeah, see, like, it's kind of hard to get in the right position when you put it back in. Oh. Yes. Yes, okay. I did it. We're good. So that's the SWAT car. Moving on. We have, honestly, I don't know if anyone is going to disagree with me here. Maybe, probably. But this car is missing 2 front wheels, and overall the color and design looks like the physical design of it is fine, but all of the color, literally every single color and pattern on this, in my opinion, looks awful. It's also, like, is that supposed to go up higher than that and it broke off, or is it? I mean, I think this might honestly be the worst car in my entire collection. This just looks, no, I mean, excluding the fact that it's missing 2 front wheels, I still think it's one of the worst, maybe the worst. But I've grouped these together due to their, the single windshield here. So that's why we have this guy right here, white and blue, pretty solid. This is power pistons. Yeah, fine variation. Got this guy here. This feels very cheap. Probably a toy from McDonald's, maybe. It's not. This is battle spec. It just feels very cheap, but yeah. This one, I believe this comes off. Let's see. Pretty sure it does. Yes, it does. So then you're left with that. But then you put it on, and you've got that. So the wheels are pretty much concealed. This one is pretty cool. I always like cars like this. Motor Psycho. There's also a really cool one that this sort of reminds me of. It's called Radar Ranger. There's a bike modeled in there. I feel like this is like about to come off. This is like, yeah, very cheap plastic there. Lots of space there. Like, yeah, this is kind of coming off, but yeah, pretty cool. And on to the next row. This is the fourth to last row, basically. Let's see. Come on, camera. This one, pretty cool. Nice complex design, but not too complex. This one, jeez, I mean, we're talking about feeling cheap. This is very cheap. This has to be a toy from McDonald's or something. But maybe it's not. It's called Snake Oiler Race Car. I mean, it's fine, but yeah. Now, we're kind of in the edgy car area because we got this guy and then this guy with the saw in the front. Just kind of the edgy car area. This is cool because of the saw. Like, you can't go wrong with that. That instantly makes this an awesome car. This one, it's a little boring, but I think it's fine. The design is fine. This is what is it called? Dragon Blaster. This is in Hot Wheels Unleashed, and it's actually really good in that game, by the way, for whatever reason. But yeah, pretty cool design. Some people like these creature cars, some people don't, and that's fine, you know. This one is like, whatever, kind of boring. This one is more interesting due to its length. Just kind of a short, stubby, like, fish sort of car. It's kind of cool. Speaking of dragons, actually, I'm going to move this one over here because this is also a dragon, basically. Doesn't even have a name on it. at least to the immediate eye. But yeah, so I think that one's pretty cool. And then here, we've got this one. Don't have too much to say about that, or this one. They're just, yeah, some cars with like a good design that are green. We've got 3 green cars right here. Let's move it over a bit. And when you get into this specific color of car that you will see some Hot Wheels, something about it just does not interest me very much. It's kind of hard to explain the color. It's like between yellow and brown, somewhere in there, but it just doesn't really interest me that much. In the back here, it's a little weird. Like maybe it almost seems like it's supposed to be like a functionality, but it's not. It's supposed to be something there. This one, whoops. This one is, oh, the back comes up? What's up with that? That's weird. I feel like that's missing something maybe. Maybe not. What is that supposed to be? What is this called? What is this? It doesn't even have a name. At least to the immediate eye. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of an interesting car, I guess. I believe this is so fast. Yeah, it is. It has the functionality of the top sort of coming up like that. Oh, and also falling off. Yeah, it's sort of, it just raises up that much, like 45 degrees, and if you go past that, then it falls off. So not the most stable functionality, but it's fine. I guess it's nice because you get to actually look inside. So, you know, that's fine. That's the average functionality. If we move over a bit, we've got this one, which is Moto Blade. And yeah, because it's got sort of like a blade there. This does come off, and then you're left with that, which is pretty ugly, all things considered. But when you put it on, it's actually pretty good. And then we have, not much to say here, that's just a Patrick-themed car from SpongeBob, and then a Mr. Krabs-themed car. Moving over to the end of this row, this is the shark car I was talking about earlier. I was talking about it mainly because I know I have an orange one somewhere, but I just don't know where it is. I've looked everywhere for it, but yeah, so I do have another variation of this, but as of right now, this is the only one I can find. So yeah, this is the entire collection I have, minus just a few that I know I have and that I can't find, basically. Here we've got sort of this, I don't know what you call this design, but it's sort of the evil twin design where it's like, it's sleek in the back and it tapers off. I think it's pretty cool. And over here we have this car, which I've always kind of thought it looked like Oklahoma. Which way does it go? It goes like that, I think, Oklahoma. Yeah, I don't know, just from a side view, it looks kind of funny. I actually like this, though. I actually like this. What is this called? What is this called? This is Combi. I don't know. I don't even know what they were thinking with this car, but that, I don't know. It's cool. It's cool. This is Skull Crusher. This is a modern Hot Wheel that it seems like they're always trying to peddle in stores. Like, I would always see this one in stores. It seems like, I don't know, Mattel really likes this car for some reason. Like, I always see it everywhere. I don't know why. I eventually caved and bought it. It sort of has the shiny goldness to it, which I guess is appreciable. And you've got the red there on the tires, or on the wheels. And overall, I think it's good. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Pretty cool. Standard, simple racing car. we move down, right here, we've got pretty standard car there. I'm kind of grouping these together because they have a similar shape to them. Here we've got a bunch that have spoilers. What is this one? That's Seared Tuner. Okay, that's Seared Tuner. Interesting how the front is at a right angle there, but then this base is circular. That's an interesting choice. Yeah, so these are just kind of grouped together. Similarity. This back part's coming off. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's coming off a bit there. If you pull on the other side, it definitely would break off. This one is quite tall due to the back. I mean, look at that. It's supported from the bottom and from an angle from there. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Is this, what is this? Isn't this supposed to be, oh, this is Jet Threat 4.0, apparently. So, yeah, apparently this is Jet Threat 4.0. I would not have known. I would not expect that. I think it's missing. It's got to be missing a piece that goes over it, right? Maybe. I don't know. Power rocket. I wish I had the one from Velocity X, but this blue one also does pretty well with the gold in the front. I think that works pretty well. Flat. Pretty simple car. Nothing too interesting. Also pretty simple. These are grouped together due to the open and windshield situation. So you're kind of seeing the similarity with all of these. Open with the windshield. So you can see the interiors of all of these cars. This one has, yeah, functionality where that will raise up and you can see inside. It's fine, I guess. Oops. And then here, yeah, that's a pretty nice car. That's something you would want to have in real life, actually. Oh, this one's also got some functionality in the front where we get to see inside the hood. And more functionality here. This is kind of a weird one. That just like raises up like barely. Like, why would you even include that? That's so boring. Like, I mean, it's fine, but like, it's kind of a lame functionality, all things considered. But whatever, I guess. Let's see. This is an interesting one because it feels all normal until you get to the front and then you get this like soft feel. Kind of interesting. I grouped these together due to them all being generally flat cars. And these are actually all different despite their similarities. These are not duplicates. And this is the second to last row actually right now. So right here we have Olds 442 and some other similar cars. Yeah, this is kind of the more normal cars in this corner of the collection over here. Definitely able to appreciate them more from just like the perspective of like just standard cars and like, is this something you would actually like see or own in real life? Moving on, let's see. I grouped these together, just sort of the fronts are a little bit similar. It looks like it might have functionality there, but it doesn't. It looks like it's supposed to open, but no. Pretty simple. I like that one. I like the blue on that. I do like the green on that too. It's a little, I wish it was shinier, to be honest. This one is just weird. I've never understood this car. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I've never understood it. It's just so, what is this called? Split decision. It's almost like as if it could go the other way. Like, which way is the front? Maybe that's the point. I think that might be the point of that name. Yeah. I don't know. Just a weird car. This one's kind of cool. This one's kind of cool. Maelstrom, obviously, that's a classic. This variation is just fine. It does just fine with the red and the yellow in the front. Combined with this turquoise windshield, it actually works pretty well. Okay, so I actually just deleted a bunch of apps off my phone because this recording is already like 10 gigabytes due to the quality, and like I literally ran off storage in the middle of recording, so this is a new recording now. So I gotta kind of finish this off as fast as possible, sort of ish. Kind of on the time limit here. Nice one, I really like that. Feels solid, feels compact. Red windshield, you can't go wrong with that. That's cool. This is a pizza delivery car. This came in a set. I know for a fact this came in a set. And there was like, I think a dinosaur involved. There was like a T-Rex that's like supposed to chase it or something like that. It's a set from the early 2000s. So pretty cool. I guess that may be exclusive to that, which is interesting. Interesting little van there. Pretty straightforward. Got a very long truck where you actually get to see the wheels from the bed of it, which you don't get too often with Hot Wheels. Let's move over a bit. We're almost there. Another long truck with the Hot Wheels logo on the side. Overall pretty normal. Police car. Standard in pretty much every way. The lights on top are just translucent blue. Pretty small wheels, pretty small overall car right here. Oh, what is this one? This is What for Two? What for Two? What for Two? Why would... Maybe I'm missing a joke here. What for... What is that even? I don't know why it's called that. What for two? Oh, like what for two? Like the original car was what for, and that's the second one. I don't know. Jaded. Awesome car. Jaded is awesome. This variation, not so much. I kind of wish I had the purple one, but that one's okay. It does feel cheap, though. We've got a flat racing car right there. I think this is supposed to be some sort of Batmobile. Maybe? Yes, DC Comics. So it's a Batmobile version. This one feels pretty cheap. Kind of an interesting back, interesting design overall. Lots of straight edges. A pretty thick and pretty solid car here. Pretty rounded. Black and orange always works together. It always works. You can't mess it up. I've never seen a car mess that up before. This is very cheap. Wow. What is this? I don't even know. GRX or something? I don't know. This is, wow. I mean, talk about cheap. This is just, yeah, it does not feel good at all. This is a car I know I'm missing another one of. It is retroactive. This one's from 2010. I know I have a red one, a red version of this, but I cannot find it, unfortunately. So we just have that one. This car is missing. It's not even connected. It's supposed to be connected, but yeah, we literally have two separate parts here, which is pretty weird. Pretty weird. Nothing too special there. I guess nice overall. Grease Lightning, yes, 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 yes. This is always an awesome car. Super tiny wheels in the front, not too tiny, but then in the back you've got the bigger wheels, and just the design is pretty cool. And notice how you have that sort of, this part that comes out, that happens before the wheels. It kind of just adds to it, just a little bit of personality. Pretty simple dragster right here. I think the back looks like it's ready to just come right off. And here we have the only motorcycle. Actually, no, I lied. There was motorcycles earlier in the McDonald's section way at the start. But This is a police motorcycle, supposedly. And now into the best section of the entire collection. We have the Hypermites. This is the car that I have the most variations of any Hot Wheels car. So, are these two actually the same or are these different? I think these are the same. This one is a little bit more faded in the decal department. This one's missing the windshield though, so it's kind of a trade-off. But yeah, I believe that probably is the one from Velocity X, unless there's another purple one that I don't know of. Here we have two orange ones, but these two are different. This one's got the flames, and it's a little bit of a darker orange. This one's got the star, like the purple one. So this is just an orange. This changes the decal and the color. So I'll actually put them like that. It makes more sense. We've got two green ones. However, these are different. We've got sort of like a teeth design on the side with a star in the front on this one. And it's sort of a dark, calm green. And then here we have a more vibrant, sort of light green and black, and with a flame on the side. This is might be the best Hypermite. I mean, obviously the purple one is classic, but this one looks really cool. And the finale, the grand finale, is Fatback's Silhouette. That's what it's called, right? Wait, what? It's called Exhausted? Wait, what am I thinking of? What the heck is Fatback Silhouette? I don't know what I just said. This is Exhausted. I don't know what the heck what Silhouette is. I don't know why I said that. You can just hold it by the wheels and... I mean, look at this. This is absurd. Look at that. Look at the wheels. That's ridiculous. That's insane. And then in the front, they have a different design. Here it's like the star, but then here it's like, yeah. Been very tiny in the front, massive in the back. That's ridiculous. I mean, it feels so weird. And yeah, you can just do that. That's probably the best part. Woo! Okay. Yeah, see, that's why this is the best car. Yeah, I'm sure you all agree. Come on, this is the best. And of course, it takes up 2 spaces. This takes up 2 spaces. It's the only car to do so. Well, I guess technically the train takes up 2 spaces, and that sort of takes up 2 spaces in the very back left corner. But holy crap, my voice is gone. My legs hurt, my knees hurt. But that is my entire Hot Wheels collection. Oh, so there you go. Ugh. See, I'm in the corner of the room here. That's the entire collection. I don't remember the number. It's like 220 something. You can probably figure it out just by like, I'm not going to do that math right now. But yeah, just multiply the sides, I guess, and minus a few for the ones that take up 2 spaces. But there you go. That's the collection. Happy New Year. I'm sorry that I have been lacking in the videos towards the end of the year. That sort of just happened. And I wish I could have kept up with videos more, but as I've gotten busier in life, it becomes harder to get content out for this channel, although I will always try to and keep this channel in my mind. So this channel will always be in my mind regardless of what happens, and I will, be trying to get content out and that kind of thing. So it is what it is. I guess that's my catchphrase now. It is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. Have a happy new year, and yeah, just thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you some other time. Peace.